There it is. There's my UV resin box, and I'm going to show you how it works and what it takes to make that cure a jig the right way. In my opinion, this is the best way to do these. Up and I gutted it out and put the UV lights in. When you open it all the way up, there's just a cheap little Dollar Tree, Dollar General store rack that's in it that probably costs $2, $3, something like that. I've got 3 of these UV lights in them, and I hang my jigs. It don't matter where they hang at. I got a light going this way, a light going this way, and I got one in the middle that I can move to wherever I want. There's links to all this in the Amazon thing. I'll put links for all of it up. I really believe with the lid closed, it builds up a heat inside, and I think that heat helps them cure a little bit faster and a little bit harder. Usually, and I've said this before, when I do my jigs, I tie up like however many is going to be for that order or the 2 next orders or whatever. Could be anywhere between a dozen to 100 jigs in here. That rack will hold 100 jigs. I know because I've had them on there before. I get the whole order tied up. They're all hanging there as I'm putting them on. I shut the lid. I walk away from it. I leave it until the next day. I come back down, I open it up, pick all my jigs out, package them up, whatever, hand them out, or however they're going, or put them in my boat. It's really no magic trick or secret to it. The UV resin, I've been using that same style for a long time. I've had others. I've had really, really expensive brands. That brand does the job. It works. I'm not going to change something if it works. I've tried other products. They work. Some of them took a little longer to cure. Some of them didn't cure quite as clear. It's a cheap one. I know where it comes from, but it works. That's a big old bottle. It's going to last you a long time. But that's my UV setup. That's all there is to it. An old metal tackle box. I gutted everything out of it. I mounted 3 lights inside of it. That one's mounted. That one's mounted. One in the middle floats and can go wherever I want to. I get all my jigs in there. When I'm done for the day, I shut the lid and I just leave them. They might hang in there for an hour. They might hang in there overnight. But when I come back, they're cured. The sunlight's your next number 1 option. Hang them on a rack like this. Let them sit outside in the sunlight. But those 3 lights is what it takes to cure my jigs the way I like them. And they come out pretty nice. I've always loved it. And they've been in here for maybe 35, 40 minutes, and those are cured already. They're done. I could probably already package these up, but I'm just, for safety's sake, I'm gonna let them hang in here for 2 or 3 hours. That's it. That's all my setup is, just like that. Super simple, super easy, fairly cheap. DIY, do it yourself. You might come up with a different box. You might come up with a whole different idea. Think outside the box. Do something that works for you. Don't buy it, make it. Go out and make it. It's not that hard, not that difficult. That's part of the fun of doing this, is coming up with your own ways to do things. And I've had a lot of people message me, hey, I found this works really good too. And I've seen some really cool ideas on how to do this UV box. To me, this is the one that works. It's the one I like. And I'll be using it. If the light blows, I'll replace it. So far, those lights have been in here for 2 years, I want to say. And the most maintenance I do to them sometimes is wipe them clean. I've never had one blow. I've never had one lose intensity. You can put your fingers on the screens. You can feel the heat coming off of them. They work. That's my setup right there.